Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick video. I don't see too many out there explaining the first time having surgery done and also being robotic surgery, which I had gotten. Mine was a bilateral inguinal hernia, meaning on both sides, not just one side. I am about 6 to 6.5 hours after the surgery. They put me on oxycodone, so my eyes are a little tired here, but other than that, the oxycodone seems to be working pretty good. I kind of alternate a little bit between oxycodone and and ibuprofen. Sorry, I'm not going to think very well either, probably right now. But as the oxycodone is supposed to be taken every 6 hours, but it wears off in about four, and you'll notice a little more pain. The pain is not anywhere near as bad as you think it will be. Um, I thought it was going to be quite bad from some of the videos I've seen, but the robotic actually makes it a lot easier. Um, I think waking up out of the anesthesia, it was probably about a four in pain. When I got home and um, some of the things were wearing off, I think I got to about a five as far as pain goes. So it wasn't that bad at all. Now, general anesthesia, if it's your first time and you're worried about that, which I was, because it was my first time, actually went very smooth. I didn't have any any issues at all. Um, it just as soon as they said they were putting it in, I was out. Don't remember a thing until I woke back up in recovery. And in recovery, it was very easy too. I woke up like just as if you're waking up from sleeping. Kind of woke up, looked around. I felt a little bit of pain, like I said, about a four maybe in the stomach area, and but nothing that I couldn't handle. It was easy. Um, and um, they said that they put a gas in your stomach to kind of bloat your stomach so that they can do the surgery. Now, some of that gas is still, a little bit bloated in my stomach. I'm going to show you my stomach here too in a minute, but it's very minimal to see. There's not a whole lot, but um, that gas, they say, sometimes can migrate up into like your shoulder area, and you'll feel a little pain in your shoulder, the back of your shoulders. But that just feels like kind of like pain that you've had before in shoulders. It doesn't really seem like it's off a bit. Then a little bit here in the top of my stomach, more than down where the inguinal hernia area was. I'm feeling more up here, and I don't know if that's because of the bloating that they do with the air in the stomach. Could be. But when I woke up from general anesthesia, it was just easy. I did not have nausea like some people have. Some people will have the nausea that they'll feel when they wake up. I didn't. I didn't have that at all. Um, it went really well. Um, and this was outpatient. So, I was out. I was in what time? I think I checked in at 9:15. They didn't get me back until about 9:45, getting the IVs into me and everything. And then at 10, they were already saying, okay, let's go down to the waiting room before surgery. And in the waiting room is when they gave me an anxiety medication. I think they told me it was a Xanax with a couple other things mixed in, and it really helped. I mean, because I was kind of anxious, being my first surgery, and that just calmed me right down, and I was fine. I wasn't sleepy or anything, but I was fine. I was just like everything was okay. And they wheeled me into the OR, and that's when they said, okay, we're going to be putting some of the medication in now, and I think it was just seconds. I believe just seconds went by, and that was it. I was out. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in recovery, and everything was just fine. There was no issues at all. So, so if you're apprehensive about having surgery, especially if it's your first time, um, don't be. It was not anywhere near as bad, as anybody says or tries to make it out to be. I think some people like to sound kind of like, oh, this is so bad, and I don't know, but whatever the reason was, it was not as bad as I thought, or I thought it was going to be anyway, and nowhere near. Um, but anyway, here's a look at the incisions. It's just three little holes, three little incisions that are right here, one here, and one here. And these are just marks that the doctor would put on there before surgery, but they're just little probes that go in to each location there. And then when they puff your stomach out, the probes are actually doing the work down in the inguinal area. They kind of probably, I'm guessing they would, slant them in, and then they're fixing. So I had two. I had one on my left and my right side. So apparently everything went well. And like I said, I'm 6.5 hours out, and I can walk around fine. I'm a little hunched over only for the fact that I think that it feels better to hunch over just a little. I noticed when I tried to lay flat in bed, there was a little more pain. So maybe tonight that'll change, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But sitting up in a chair kind of feels better to me. So that's why I'm kind of sitting up here in just a recliner. Um, and it's a little more comfortable. So that's about it. If anybody has any comments or anything, like, you can leave me a comment and I'll try to answer it if I forgot anything. I don't believe there was anything else that would be pressing. I had a hard time trying to find one of these videos of someone who actually went through it and then could tell us how their recovery was day one. And I couldn't find it. I was finding everything else but. So I figured I'd put this video out there to help anybody else who might need that reassurance. It is not bad at all. General anesthesia was very easy, so no issues. All right, guys. Talk to everybody later. Maybe I'll do a part two.